Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic and welcome back to the channel. And yes, we haven't done this in a while. I've been doing a lot of video game stuff recently, so I thought, hey, I want to make a new video, but instead of doing some weird internet things, I thought I'd just bring it back for one of these videos, just to see the Lego for a little bit longer. I might change my backup again soon, who knows. But again, I just wanted to film a classic Franchise Fanatic video. So, before we get into the actual video, I do want to tell you a few things. I have a video going up tomorrow, which is Just Cause 4 Danger Rising number 4. I think it's number 4. So I'm going to have that, and I mentioned it in that, but I'm going to mention it today too, just, in case you don't watch every video. After I finish Just Cause 4, I have 2 more videos on that. I will then be going back to Lego Jurassic World. We'll be doing Jurassic Park 3 and Jurassic World 1, aka Jurassic Park 4, but you know what I mean. A lot of people have been asking me, Quick Brick Games and Haas and all these guys on Twitter, hey, when are you doing JP3? And I'm like, oh, I'll get to it soon. So I'm really glad that you guys are enjoying my Lego game series. I hope you're also enjoying Just Cause 4. But again, once I finish these last 2 Just Cause 4 videos, I will be going again, hopefully every day with Lego Jurassic World until we finish it, and then who knows, I'll maybe do another Lego game, maybe I'll do a Call of Duty campaign, who knows, but it will be a lot of fun. So, with that out of the way, today I want to talk about, my hair might look like a freaking bozo, but, thanks to the corona. So the actual video. Essentially, I've been wanting to make this video for a while, and I'm like, okay, this movie came out in, let me see, 2012. Wow, 2012, I don't know if you just saw that. But yes, I'm talking about Rise of the Guardians, the best DreamWorks film, in my opinion. I've seen a lot of DreamWorks movies. I've seen the 4 Shrek films. I've seen the Croods. I've seen this. I've seen the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy. But I know most of DreamWorks films are for all ages, but I just kind of feel like this one hits most with me. I don't know why. I love the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy. I think those are really solid films. But Rise of the Guardians, man, 2012, it just hit me. Me and my cousin, we'd always used to watch this film. When we saw it in the theater, I remember we sat back and my cousin was like, that's a good movie. And I'm like, you're damn right it's a good movie. It was really cool. So it was really nice. Again, this was a massive film. Just so you're wondering, I don't care what age you are, Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy, Easter Bunny, they're all real. And this is definitely proof of that. This is just, it took the awesome, mythology and the, I guess, Saint Nick is a real figure in Christianity. But you think of Santa Claus as this kind of fat dude who comes in your chimney and gives you presents, right? I mean, that's what happens. But in this movie, he's played by Alec Baldwin, who's, he got it in. He's got it in. That's my best, I don't know. He's basically, I don't know how to word it, but they're basically badasses in this movie. Saint Nick has got these awesome swords. The Easter Bunny's got, boomerangs played by Hugh Jackman. You've got, Jack Frost with his awesome staff. You got Sandman. You got the Tooth Fairy, which I still think is attractive. When I saw this movie in 2012, I was like, damn, Tooth Fairy's hot. And I guess she still is for an animated character, right? I mean, if I was animated, come on. I'd be kind of weird, but you know what I mean, dating the Tooth Fairy. But still, this is such a great movie directed by Peter Ramsey. Of course, based off the books by William Joyce. Now, again, when I first saw this film, I was like, this is the best DreamWorks film ever. And it still is. I watch it every year with my family, every Christmas, December 24th. Right before the big man shows up, and let me just tell you, we didn't get to do it last year for some reason. I think we were doing something, but I can't wait to watch it this December. It's just it's a great movie. I watch Elf, and I watch the Lego stuff, and I watch SpongeBob, all that stuff. Regular show, Adventure Time, Simpsons, but this is just every December, except for last year, we watch it. And it's a great movie. It really is. It's got awesome comedy. It's got great action scenes, amazing story. And like I said, when I first came out of watching it, I was like, wow, this is a great movie. Where's the sequel? And we're in 2020 now, and there is no sequel to The Rise of the Guardians. And it came out in 2012. Now let me tell you, we've gotten 4 Shrek films with a 5th, or a Shrek reboot on the way. We also have a bunch of other films that really, I know people like Shrek, but let's be honest, they're not the best movies. People love them because donkey, and ogeras have leers, that kind of thing. That's about all it is. And if you honestly like Shrek, that's perfectly fine in our respective opinion. I like watching Shrek. It's funny. But Rise of the Guardians is just the one DreamWorks movie, aside from How to Train Your Dragon, where you go, wow, it's funny. And it's not reliant on poop and fart jokes to be funny. It has genuinely good humor, and it has great action. And it's just a blast for all ages, and it's just so much fun. So I urge DreamWorks, whatever you guys are doing, I know a lot of people want this as well. Tell me in the comments if you really want Rise of the Guardians too, because man, they have so much material to draw from. And the first movie was so amazing, I feel like they can make a sequel that's even better. I mean? It's just like Tintin. Where the hell's the Tintin 2 sequel? Whatever I titled that video. Same thing. Where is Rise of the Guardians 2? It was such a great film for all ages, and I really hope they do make another one, instead of pumping out all these Shrek films. Again, if you like Shrek, that's fine, but drawing inspiration, after I saw The Rise of the... Rise of the Guardians. I was like, you know what, this is really cool. And then my cousin was like, hey, there's a whole bunch of books by William Joyce, kind of fleshing out this universe. And I don't really think the books are. I read the books a long time ago, around 2012, and I was a kid in 2012. But as an adult now, they're still good books. I haven't read them, but looking at them, I'm like, wow, this is cool. I want to read them again. I'm more of a comic book reader than a novel reader. That's just me. I do read novels, but I'm more of a comic book kind of guy. But these things are awesome, like Nicholas St. North and the Battle of the Nightmare King. I mean, these are good books. If you can see, North looks completely different in this book. I don't know if that'll focus, but a great book. I remember reading this with Catherine, and oh man, just such a freaking good book. And then we also had the sequel, E. Aster, I think it's E. Aster. Bunnymund and the Warrior Eggs at the Earth's Core, another sweet book. One I remember again. I'm going to have to reread these soon because they're really good books. This is the smallest one so far. We have book 3, Toothiana, Queen of the Tooth Fairy Armies. I have to say that she's a lot hotter in the film. She's kind of cute there. I just don't want her in my mouth. That sounds weird. Anyway, we're going to move on. That was kind of weird. And then we have book 4, The Sandman and the War of Dreams, which I actually haven't read. I know, I got this around 2014, I haven't read the frickin' thing. I started, I just gave up. And there is also a 5th book with Jack Frost on the moon and all that, but I never really read that one. I never even ordered it. I'll have to order it and pick it up, because it looks awesome. But again, Rise of the Guardians, man, such a fantastic movie, and a great book series as well. If you haven't seen this film, it's for all ages, it's a blast. It's a great Christmas movie, it's a great Easter movie. It's really a great kind of any holiday film, so to speak. I know Tooth Fairy and Sandman doesn't have a holiday, but I guess Easter and Christmas is all you got there. But still, great films. If you haven't read the books, again, I have before. I haven't read the 4th one with the Sandman, but I read these 3, and let me tell you, they are fantastic books. I do want to order the 5th one and final one, again, with Jack Frost. So yeah. This is just kind of a little bit of a shorter video, but me just saying how much I loved the Rise of the Guardians film. It's my favorite DreamWorks film ever. It's so brilliantly directed and brilliantly voice acted and brilliantly animated. It's a beautiful film to watch, really. And these books are just awesome. They're not canon with the film, but they're in the same kind of universe, so to speak, as the film. So if you haven't seen the movie, haven't read the books, please watch them because they are so freaking cool. And yeah, again, it's another great franchise. This guy William Joyce took the Santa Claus and the classic stuff that we know and we're used to, but he just flipped it on its head and made it even more awesome, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really call Santa Santa anymore. I just say, hey, North, you know what I mean? Or, that kind of thing. It's just so cool to be invested in this. There really isn't a franchise that revolved around these kind of ideas, and he nails it perfectly, very well executed. So again, great movie, great books. I can't wait to get the 5th one. I don't know if I'll be getting it soon. I do want to reread these first, because again, from what I remember, they were really good books. And they weren't really kiddie, they were kid-friendly, but they weren't kiddie. That's the big thing, just like the film. It's kid-friendly, but it's not for kids, it's for everyone, including kids. So, again, just wanted to get the point across there. I want Rise of the Guardians 2. Tell me in the comments if you do as well. If you haven't seen them, again, please read the books. Please check out the film. It's awesome. I had the game on Wii U when I first got the Wii U in, I think, 2013. The game wasn't that good. I actually was really pumped because it looked like a sick game. But it was like a top-down thing, and I don't know, I wasn't really a fan of it. So, hopefully, maybe Lego Rise of the Guardians. Who knows? I want them to make a trilogy, I really do. Because this is like How to Train Your Dragons. It's really, really well made. It's not poopy fart jokes all the time. It's actually a great story. And the books really amplify that film story. So again, I'm going to leave it at this. That's going to be a little bit of a shorter video, I guess, today. Just telling you guys that we need Rise of the Guardians 2. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.